Life is very long. T.S. Eliot. I mean, he's not the first person to say it. Certainly not the first person to think it, feed it. But he wrote the words on a sheet of paper and signed it, and the four-eyed prick was a genius. So if you say it, you have to say his name after it. Life is very long, T.S. Eliot. Absolutely goddamn right. Especially in his case, since he lived to be 76 or something. Very long life, especially in those days. And he was only in his 30s when he wrote it, so he must have had some inside dope. God almighty. You have to admire the purity of the survivor's instinct. I don't know what it says about me that I have a greater affinity with the damaged. Probably nothing good. I admire the hell out of Eliot the poet, but the person, I can't identify. Violet, my wife, she takes pills, sometimes a great many, and they affect, among other things, equilibrium. So she falls when she rumbles, but she doesn't rumble much. My wife takes pills and I drink. That's the bargain we've struck. One of the bargains, just a paragraph of our marriage contract. Cruel covenant. She takes pills and I drink. I don't drink because she takes pills. As to whether she takes pills because I drink, I learned long ago never to speak for my wife. The reasons why we partake are any more consequential. The facts are, she takes pills and I drink. And these facts have over time made burdensome the maintenance of traditional American routine, purchase of goods, paying of bills, cleaning of clothes or carpets or crappers. Rather than once more assume the mantle of guilt and vow abstinence with my fingers crossed in the queasy hope of righting our ship, I have decided to turn my life over to a higher power and join the ranks of the hiring class. It is not a decision with which I'm entirely comfortable. I can launder my dirty undies, done it all my life, me or my wife, but I'm finding it's getting in the way of my drinking. Something has been said for sobriety, but very little. And now you're here. The place isn't in such bad shape. I've done all right, I've managed. And just last night, I burned an awful lot of debris. You know, a simple utility bill can mean so much to a living person, but once they're dead, after they've passed though, the words and numbers just seem like otherworldly symbols. It's just paper. Worse than blank paper. I'm sorry for the temperature in here. My wife is very cold-blooded, and not just in the metaphorical sense. She doesn't believe in air conditioning, as if it is something to be disbelieved. We keep very unusual hours here, try to differentiate between day and night. I doubt you'll be able to maintain any sort of healthy routine. The work itself, pretty mundane. I, myself, require very little personal attention. I thrive without it. In fact, sort of a human cactus. My wife has been diagnosed with a touch of cancer, so she'll need to be driven to Tulsa for her final chemotherapy treatments. You're welcome to make use of that American-made behemoth parked in the carport. You're welcome to make use of anything. Everything. All this crap that we have acquired. Our life's work. If you're going to live here, I want you to live here. You understand? My God. I nearly neglected the punchline. She has mouth cancer.